Hey guys, Irish Lily here. Today I'm going to be playing Seduce Me The Otome by Michaela Laws, and I've tried to record the first episode earlier, but for some reason it did not catch the character voices, so I'm gonna just try it without my mic in and see what will happen, and I'm gonna try to make it to the same spot that I was originally in. So yeah, I'm gonna start a new game. This is a fictional interactive narrative. Any character resemblance in real life people are purely coincidental. Also, the following game is made for PG-16 audiences. Please know that sexual violent themes are explored in this game. Trigger warnings, abuse, implied rape, and suicide. You have been warned. You hear that, guys? PG-16 audiences. So if you're not, if you do not want to, see any of this, I would suggest getting out of the video now. And if you're younger and your parents don't want you to see this stuff, I would suggest not watching this already. So I would click out of the video right now. Okay. Okay. Please enjoy.
Why, hello. My, aren't you a gorgeous sight? Can I be honored enough to know your name?
And I'm gonna make it my real name. Well. Should I tell my nickname? You know what? I'm just gonna go with my name.
A lovely name for a lovely person like you. Wonderful.
Okay, I'm gonna save because I feel like my game's gonna crash. So yeah, I'm gonna try to make it to this part right here. I'm gonna try.
Eric, do your job. Very well. This game was produced by Seraphim Entertainment under the direction of Michaela Laws and is powered by Ren'Py Visual Novel Engine. We truly hope you'll enjoy this story. I know I'll enjoy it since you'll be in it. Eric. Fine. Farewell, my sweet.
Okay, before I start, I'm gonna just point this out. Some of these characters, I don't know why, but for some reason I feel like I've heard these voices before, but I'm not too sure where. So if you guys have any idea who these actors are, I might be told at the end of the whole thing, but still, if you know any of these voice actors, please let me know, and I might be able to remember. I forget things easily, so. Are you serious? What notification now? There we go. And that's gonna bug me. Somewhere. Oh, for a minute I thought my game was.
Is that all you got? Wanna try me, asshole?
Another thing. I know that I'm like a PG-13 channel, or, not PG-13. I'm a kid-friendly channel, but again, if you do not want to hear any of this, click out of the video right now. This is the final warning.
Crap! Missed. Let's retreat for now. No kidding. Let's get out of here.
Like, this guy sounds like he was off of Athmel's channel, the guy that plays Ian. That's what he sounds like, this guy right here. I'm not too sure if that's him, yeah.
That's right. You better run, you stupid punks. Stay out of our territory.
Call it fate or call it a coincidence, that one moment of violence started a chain of events I will never forget.
This formula, created in the 70s, is one of the most important in the field of financial theory. It is used to calculate the price of European-style options and is widely used by option marketers, though there are some discrepancies that are now corrected with the modern theory.
Another thing, guys, I've been wanting to play this game for a while. I wanted to, kind of react to all these storylines. I have not seen any of this, so I don't really know what's going on, but I did play a little bit because I was trying to record a video, but apparently the voices of the characters didn't end up in the video, so I kind of had to redo the entire video over again. And I'm just like, yay. So yeah, yeah. Rain, it's been a long time since we've gotten rain around here, but it is April, so it's not exactly that surprising. Personally, I love the sound of it, the way the raindrops fell, like the soft tapping of fingers. It was so soothing. Even looking at the droplets hit the glass of the window was strangely calming. For this reason, I felt lucky for having a seat next to the window. I spent more time staring outside than I did paying attention in class. The lectures in class were pretty boring. Miss Phillips' voice was passionate, but I just wasn't interested in what she was saying. And since it was the period right before lunch, all I could think about was doing other things. Honestly, I didn't really care much for economics. Sure, I had good grades in this class, but it was only because I read the textbook and did my assignments PM time. I was only taking this class because it was mandatory. If it were up to me, I would have taken another course. Luckily, it was my senior year, so after this semester, it would mean the end of high school courses forever. Thank God for that. Another thing, guys, I'm just going into high school, so I might not know any of this stuff. Don't ask me. Okay? I didn't hate high school, it was just mundane how the days drifted on and on as if there were no end to it. I feel you, girl. I feel you. I didn't hate... Oh, whoops. The only thing I really enjoyed about going to school was meeting my friends and hanging out with them. That was kind of it. Guys, I gotta put my dog out. I'll be right back. If I could put my dog out. If it would let me. Oh. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I had to put my dog out because he just woke up. And, yeah, I also had to get myself some breakfast since it's 9:38 where I am right now. 9:38 a.m. And, yeah. So, let's continue. The only thing I really enjoyed about going to school was meeting my friends and hanging out with them. That was kind of it. In short, I was done with high school. The start of second semester brought a note of finality to it. I had already applied to a few universities the semester prior, and I was expecting replies sometime in the next few months. It seemed like the start of something new, something that would change. I stared at the faint outline of raindrops in the distance. For now, I was stuck in this class.
Miss Anderson.
Miss Phillips' raised voice interrupted my train of thought. Sorry guys for the... I was just thinking about class. I quickly turned my head to face the teacher. Hopefully she didn't pick me just because she knows that I wasn't spacing out. Yes ma'am?
Would you care to name the equation I set up on the blackboard?
Oh, I read about that in the textbook last night. It should be the Black-Scholes module formula.
Very good as always, Miss Anderson.
Anderson had followed me wherever I went. Most people didn't really know me by my first name, but rather by my surname. No doubt, since the surname was the trademark of the international famous and philanthropic Anderson Family Toys. The founder is my grandfather. Susie, one of my best friends, turned around and proudly gave me a punch on the shoulder. Punch to the shoulder, sorry.
Kick ass, girl.
From beside me, I heard Naomi, another one of my best friends, clearing her throat in obvious disapproval of Suzu's choice of words.
She means Good job. Miss Capini, care to tell me who the creators of this formula were?
Some guys named Black and Scholes. Fisher Black and Myron Scholes.
Very good, Miss Patterson.
Show off. Better study next time, Suzu. Be like us and study once in a while.
Suzu rolled her eyes and slouched in her chair. As Naomi gave her a small smirk, she always pouted when Naomi showed her up.
That's the end of today's lecture. Now, let's separate into groups and work on your projects. Remember, everything is due on Monday. Go ahead now.
Before I knew it, Suzu and Naomi had suited their desks to align with mine, and we turned into the Three Musketeers. Whenever the teacher let the students decide on groups, we always grouped together in our little trio. This kind of reminds me of me and my four best friends, actually. Well, if you include me in the group. Yeah, I have 3 best friends I can't live without, but 2 of them ended up in a group home. Don't ask me why. It was a sheer stroke of luck that we all managed to be in the same class, so we had to at least take the opportunity and stick together as much as we could. Besides, we were most comfortable around each other than around any other classmate. It just made sense for us to put our heads together for any kind of project. I took out the poster we were working on and rolled it open onto the 3 desks. We were pretty much finished with fulfilling most of the guidelines for the project, though we did still have to add a few finishing touches here and there. After working on making the poster a bit prettier, we sat back and inspected our work to see what we still had to do. Naomi, as usual, was the first to look out for any issues. She slightly tapped a pencil against her chin, staring intently at the project.
Alright, so let's see. We finished the budgeting section, the building leasing, and the cost for labor. What else do we need?
Suzu straightened up to look at the poster and stroked her chin. After a few seconds, her face brightened and she spoke up.
How about a company name? Huh? Did we really skip over that? Of course we did. You always go straight into the logical statistics and stuff. You completely skip over the fact. We need a name for our project. At least we caught it this time. What do we name it? Not sure. What do you think?
It always came down to me. Whenever there was something to be named or titled, I was the master and ending decision, even when I didn't want to be.
I like Trinity Corporations. That is way too predictable. How about Dragon Company? What do dragons have to do with our project? What? It's a totally unpredictable name. It's hot. But our company sells bubblegum. Who said we can't produce spicy bubblegum? What do you think? What do you think?
Both of them looked at me expectantly, even though I was quite sure myself that I didn't really want to choose sides, but if it were up to me, I would say... I picked this one last time.
Fine. Be lame. Alright, now that we've decided on a name...
As we ended our name game, a giggle scrambled my thoughts. Huh? Who's that? Who was that? Sorry, I'm eating a Pop-Tart right now. I looked over my shoulder to see the set laughing with her circle of friends, mostly comprised of popular people. As a result, everyone in the school knew them. In the center of it all was Lisette White. She sat with a poster that indicated she was still working, but ready to casually chat about her day. She was an endearing balance of charismatic and awkward, which was readily apparent when she first talked to someone. It was easy to make her smile and laugh, and she was quite the comedian as well. Basically, she was perfect. Not that she was like a robot or anything, but she was the student that everyone else wanted to be. The set was bright, easygoing, and above all, had her future laid out right in front of her. Unlike the average student, she knew what she wanted to do after high school. As a result, she was confident and ambitious, though sometimes it could rub a lot of people the wrong way. Moreover, I had known her since I was young, but it had ultimately resulted in a rivalry that continued today. Of course, my friends knew what was between us, and upon seeing my glance at her, they shifted their attention to her.
She doesn't even look like she's working, in my opinion.
She probably is, but she's too much of a stuck-up priss to allow her.
Oh, come on,
Oh, well-
Suzu. She may be a little off-putting, but she's not the giant priss that you're making her seem to be.
The day she isn't a priss is the day I turn into you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Never mind.
It's about time.
Let's bail.
Unsurprisingly, Suzu was the first out of the classroom, slinging her backpack over her shoulder with ease as she quickly strolled out the door.
Her seat isn't even closest to the exit, and she always manages to be the first one out of the door. I don't think I'll ever understand that.
Me and you both. She gave me a smile as I relieved by the fact that I felt the same way as she did.
See? Why can't she just be normal like the two of us?
It's Suzu, Naomi. Think about it.
Very true.
Man, you guys are slow. Are you coming or what?
We heard you the first time. Not everyone has rocket boosters attached to their legs when the bell rings.
Are you kidding me? That class was ridiculously boring. Even Miss Valedictorian here was dozing off a bit.
I do have to admit, I was spacing out, and just because I answered one question doesn't mean I'm automatically the valedictorian.
Okay, so it wasn't too interesting. But you should at least pay attention when Phillips is talking about the important parts.
So you finally admit it. We're finally on the same wavelength. Welcome to the club, Patterson.
Please, don't call me by my last name. This isn't the classroom. And never in a million years will we ever see things eye to eye.
Despite this, they both burst out in laughter. Normally, anyone would think that two people so opposite would never associate with each other. However, even though they were so different, their friendship somehow made a lot of sense. Maybe they were just perfect complements, or personality just didn't dictate the possibility of their friendship after all. We three had been best friends ever since preschool.
Alright, so where are we heading to first? Cafeteria? I think we can all agree that we're really hungry, especially after hearing about our company's line of deliciously spicy bubblegum.
Who would even buy that? I wonder.
Me? I would pay good money to get a taste of it.
You do like spicy food after all. We entered the cafeteria, a bustling room filled with the aromas of different kinds of food. As we got in line, we ordered our meals and chatted freely.
Cajun fries and spicy chicken burger for me. That's my definition of a good meal.
I'll take a tuna sandwich and some juice. You're probably going to need water or something to curb all that spicy flavor, Suzu.
I can't be tamed by the likes of that. If it's spicy, then it's gotta be all or nothing.
You're crazy.
Hell yeah, I'm crazy.
I think I'm getting a migraine.
I think I'll go with... I'm just gonna go with that. A tuna sandwich sounds pretty good right now anyway. Once we got our food, we settled down at one of the empty tables, putting our backpacks aside to finally dig into the food. Suzu leaned back in her chair, tilting it back so that she could rest her feet on the table by her feet.
All right then. Is there anything we want to talk about?
Bored already?
I know. Let's talk about...
Boys, and I will never speak to you ever again.
Aw,
wasn't about wanting a relationship, but more there was no one I was interested in having a relationship with. Don't get me wrong, I'm a very open person, but there were not many interesting guys in school. Who knows? Time will tell. Naomi looked at me, wanting to continue the conversation. However, before she could speak, the speakers in the cafe started up and an announcement echoed through the cafeteria.
Miss Anderson, please come to the main office immediately. Please bring your things with you.
Oh my.
Looks like our plans have been cut short. The men in white coats have finally come to get you.
Suzu, don't joke around. What if it's serious?
Fine. If something happens, just call us.
Something did happen. I'm gonna save it. And see, it's 9:53 right now. And it was certainly no laughing matter. Cold, it was really cold. The rain became heavier that afternoon, accompanied by rolling thunder. The skies had turned dark, though I couldn't see any of it under the black umbrella. I stared at the grass beneath my feet, unable to look up at the people weeping around me. All I could see was the damp grass underneath my feet. Only the monotone, I cannot say the word, that floated through my ears reminded me that I was at a funeral. It was only when the speeches ended that I finally was able to raise my head. A small gathering of people, mostly made of relatives that I didn't even know, were huddled around a simple, small grave. For a while, all I heard was the sound of raindrops on the umbrellas. If it were not for the rain, everything would be in a heavy silence. I looked beside me, where my father was standing and holding up a large black umbrella for our small family of 3. His face was emotionless, a strange sight next to my weeping mother. I wondered what was going through his mind. After all, etched into the smooth gray tombstone before us was his grandfather's name. My grandfather, the one who raised me like his own daughter, had passed away that day. Slowly, people began to leave until it was just my father, mother, and myself at the grave. A man dressed in a clean black suit, under the uniform, black umbrella of the funeral attendees, walked towards us, introducing himself as grandfather's lawyer. He pulled out a few documents from his suitcase and began to read aloud.
And now, I shall read Harold Anderson's last will and testament.
Only my parents and I were allowed to be present for my grandfather's will. It was under the strict request of his lawyer, and there was a reason why.
And to my dearest granddaughter, I give my estate. All the furniture and decor that resides within the house shall also be given to my granddaughter.
What? I couldn't believe my ears. I had earned the family estate at 18? That was impossible, and yet it was written by my own grandfather's hand.
He passed the family estate to her? Why am I not surprised?
Dear.
Well, did he say anything about what will become of the CEO and chairman position of the Anderson Toys Company? No. It is presumed that the vice chairman will succeed the position. Even to the bitter end, he wouldn't give in. What a stubborn old man.
Shaking his head, my father turned to face my mother with a serious expression on his face.
About the estate. Should we send her there to get used to the building? It'll be a good place for her to live after high school.
Are you sure we should?
Why not? This would be a good experience for her.
Honey, what do you think?
I really wasn't sure what to say. Why did my grandfather think that I was the appropriate heir to the mansion? Was I even ready to live on my own?
Well, that seems to be it. We'll be taking our leave now. I'm sure the little heiress needs some time to adjust.
David.
Even though she raised her voice, my dad wordlessly began walking back to the car, disinterested.
Don't mind him, honey. I think that your grandfather's passing really affected him. Why don't we get back home for now?
You can go on ahead to the car, Mom. I think I need some time alone with Grandpa.
Oh, of course. Take all the time you need.
She gave me a quick hug and hurried after my dad. I looked around the funeral grounds, which was completely empty, save for the sullen-looking grave that laid in front of me. I'm sure that if Grandpa were in charge of arranging all of this, it would have been much different. It was blatantly obvious that my dad was in charge of the whole event. Who else would bury their own family the same day they pass away? Everyone knew my grandfather's love for toys, and yet the grave was a mere stone slab on the ground, void of any warmth. My dad didn't even bother putting flowers. His disdain for my grandfather was almost pitiful. Sorry, Grandpa. I tried to force out some words, but the only thing that came out was a choked sob. He told me to stay strong, but right now, I'm the farthest from it. I just want to go back to before. Okay, this is the part where I left off. So I'm just gonna... Grandpa! Grandpa!
Oh, it's so good to see you again, sweetie.
I was swept into a giant bear hug, and we both laughed as he swung me around like an airplane. It was one of my favorite things about seeing my grandfather, the way he greeted me, unlike my father. My grandfather was loving and playful even as I grew older. Sorry that Daddy couldn't be here today. He said that he wasn't feeling too good again. It was always like that. Dad missed every visit to Grandpa's house, citing that he was busy with his work and wasn't feeling well.
Is that so? Well, that's okay. Daddy can come around next time. And you're here, right?
Yeah. So what are we gonna do today, Grandpa? Mommy says that there's a new dessert cafe open in town. Maybe we could go.
Oh, I would love to. But I've been so busy with the company these days. We're actually working on a little something. Would you like to see?
Yes. Ooh, is that a toy?
It is. I was designing a new line of them. But I feel like something's missing. You don't think you could help me out, could you?
Of course. He placed the toy in my hands with a smile, and I inspected it carefully. It was beautifully crafted, and obviously a lot of work was put into it. There was one thing though.
So, what do you think?
I think the heart on its chest should light up when you hug it. It'll be like it's alive, and it can be like a little nightlight before you sleep. He stroked his chin, considering my input while nodding his head. After a few moments of silent deliberation, he turned to me with a chuckle.
That's a great idea. I'll get to changing it right away. You're always like my little lucky charm, dear. You always know what to add to make the perfect toy.
Well, I hope I can be like you one day, Grandpa.
You want to make toys as well?
Well, making people happy is the best feeling in the world. I don't know if I want to make toys when I grow up, though.
Don't worry too much about it. You have plenty of time to decide. Besides, you should do what makes you happy as well.
That makes sense. Daddy doesn't think of it in the same way, though.
Your father. I'm sure he just wants the best for you.
I'm not so sure about that.
Sweetie, look at me.
He bent down to look at me with a serious look on his face.
As much as your father may say something that doesn't make sense now, you must remember that he's always thinking about you. He loves you. There's no doubt about that. And you need to love him just as equally.
I don't hate Daddy. I really do love him. I don't know why he's like this, though.
Your father and I have had some difficulties with each other in the past. But it's nothing that you should be concerned about.
Okay, guys, I think I should end it off here. because I've actually ended off when it was talking about how much the father was loving the daughter, or something like that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it off here for right now. And another thing, guys, another thing is, I'm going back to school in about a week. I'm actually going back on my birthday for orientation. I'm not really too excited about that, but hey. And another thing, I love the characters' voices. I love the voice actors, all the work that's put into this. I think Michaela Laws and the people that worked on this project, I think they outdone themselves, or they deserve like a really big pat on the back. And yeah, and another thing, I know that there's a Seduce Me Otome 2, I believe, and I would get it, but I need 99 cents and I don't have the money for it right now. So I'm gonna have to wait for a little while because I have to get school stuff up first of all, and I have to, just get stuff. And my sister's getting married soon, and I ended up being the bridesmaid, so I'm gonna have to also help my sister with the wedding and whatnot. So yeah, but again, I love the characters so far, even though that dad seems like a jerk. That dad seems like a jerk. I'm just saying it now. I'm just saying it. He's a jerk. He sounds like a jerk. And yeah, I hope you guys liked the video anyways. And if you want to see more, please like, subscribe, comment, and let me know if you like the series, because I think I'm going to make the next episode tomorrow. Probably around the same time I did this one. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. Okay. Bye guys.